Good morning, friends. Starting this morning off with a tofu scramble. I'm going to make it on my Camp Chef cook stove right here. I don't know if you've made tofu scramble before, but it's one of the easiest things in the world. Of course, tofu, so full of protein and healthy and a great start to the morning. So my basic ingredients are, I get this silken tofu. This is the firm. I actually found this at the 99 cents and only store, so it was 99 cents, which is amazing. But I like the tofu in the Tetra Packs here because it stores for a long time, doesn't need to be refrigerated, which is amazing for when you're on the road. You don't have to worry about keeping your tofu in a cooler or anything like that. I can just store it wherever I want. And once it's opened, it's supposed to be refrigerated. So I'm going to use the whole thing actually, so I don't have to worry about it. And then I have some turmeric. And this just adds a little bit of a yellow, eggy-ish color. It's not necessary, but turmeric's good for you, and it's nice to add that little bit of color. I also add smoked paprika, nutritional yeast, of course, tamari. I put that in everything. Use a little bit of sesame oil. I have some tomatoes to go into my scramble, and then I also have some dehydrated kale, which I'm also going to add in. So very simple, as you can see, very basic. You can add whatever vegetables you want, like if you have broccoli or onions or really whatever vegetables you like to add in. Peppers would be really good. If I had some peppers, I'd add those in. But, you know, I'm working with what I have right now, so this is what it's going to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn my stove on. That would help. So I have my propane canister in here. I don't know if I've shown you guys how I do this or how this is set up. It's so easy. Like, you put the canister in this little tab. Like, you have to have it in this little tab here, and then you take this and you lock it in place like that. So now it's locked in place, and then you turn the dial. Real difficult here, and you got flame, and you can adjust it, you know, max, minimum. So I'm going to heat up my pan just a little bit. I'm going to put that on low, and I'm going to get my tofu opened up. I just tore open the package of tofu. Very exciting there. It's packed in a little bit of water. Some people drain it. I don't, because that water just gets cooked off. And it kind of gives it more of like a soft, eggy type consistency instead of like a dry, eggy. I might actually add a little bit more. Well, I'll have the tamari in there, some extra liquid, and some of the sesame oil. So I just toss the whole thing in there. Just like that. And then, oh, it's going to be really making some fun noises. I just chop it up. Okay. Oh, it's making some really great noises there, huh? So, chop it up. Doo-doo-doo. Super complicated here. Right? Alright. And then I add my flavorings. So I'm gonna do some tamari to start. Oh, I should have opened my jars beforehand. So no measuring, just do everything to taste. So tamari. This is the sesame oil. I'm just gonna spritz in there a little bit. Gonna add just a little bit of the smoked paprika. Okay, and then I have some turmeric. Again, no measuring, just like, don't add a lot. Turmeric has a very strong flavor. It can be kind of bitter, so just a little bit. I'm gonna add some of my dehydrated kale right there. I just sprinkle it right in. Like I said, nothing fancy there, so that's good. And then I'm just going to give it a quick stir here. Doesn't that look eggy? I haven't had eggs in forever. I used to really like them, and then I thought about where they came from. That's really gross. And then I started really disliking the smell. Eggs have such a sulfury smell. If you like that, if you want to like emulate that eggy smell and taste, like that sulfury thing, there's a salt you can get. It's called Kala Namak. I'll write it in. It's also called black salt, even though it's not black, it's pink. And you can get it at a lot of Indian grocery stores, and it really does add an eggy flavor. A lot of people like to add it to their tofu scrambles. I do not, because I do not like that smell. I do not miss that about eggs at all. That's kind of a really gross smell. So then also, alright, so also I haven't added my nutritional yeast yet. I'm going to add that in. Just, you know, however much. Give it a stir. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? It's going to be a great breakfast. This tofu, this is Mori, I don't know if I told you, this is the Mori New tofu. I'm a huge fan of theirs. It just has like a really like soft consistency, which, so this gives it kind of like that soft egg, like I was saying, gives it kind of like a, I don't know what the correct word is, I guess just like soft eggy type of consistency instead of like those dried eggs and stuff like that, but there you go. Alright, so I'm going to taste it and see where I'm at and if I need other flavorings. Ooh, that's hot. I'm going to add a little bit more sesame. Just a couple squirts there. And a little bit more of the tamari. And then I'm going to cut up my tomatoes and toss them in there. And like I said, just taste it and make it to your taste, you know? Like there's no right or wrong. It's the great thing about food. Some people will tell you there's right and wrong. I don't think so. It's like, if you like it, it's good. Pretty much. As long as you're not hurting animals. There we go. Alright, I'm going to cut up some tomatoes and add them. Alright, there's the tomatoes that I added. I'm going to stir those in. There we go. Giving it another taste to see where I'm at. Not too shabby, kids, not too shabby. A little bit more nutritional yeast. And then I think I'm good. How easy was that? And how quick was that, right? Like, I don't know, 5-6 minutes tops here. I mean, it's taken me a little bit longer to do the video, but really. Cooks up in no time, and you can cook it to how well done you like it. If you like drier eggs, you can cook it till it's drier. Or you can get a different tofu that's like a bit more firm. You can also, what some people do is you can press your tofu first to get all the liquid out. That's optional. Just like, you know, there's 8 million ways to make eggs, right? And like everybody has their preference as to how they like their eggs cooked. And so really you got to play around a little bit. Like if you make this and the first time you're like, I didn't like it that way. Try it a different way. Use a different tofu. Try different seasonings. Try different flavorings. Like, try adding different vegetables. Like, there's no, like I said, there's no right or wrong. It's all about personal preference. So, if you make it the first time and you're not super thrilled about it, like, try some different ways. Don't give up right away. If you really do like that sulfury egg taste and you miss that, like, go find the Kala Namak salt, the black salt, at an Indian grocery store. I think you can find it on Amazon, too. It's not expensive at all. It's just like $3 or $4. You get a huge bag of it, and it lasts forever because all you need to do is add a pinch each time. It's so powerful. But again, that's personal preference, and I do not like it. So, all right, breakfast is ready. There it is, friends. Breakfast served. I'm serving the tofu scramble with half an avocado. I'll have the other half for lunch probably. Actually, and I still have, like, that makes a lot. This will be like breakfast and lunch, or it's enough for 2 people really. But I'll have this for lunch later with the other half of the avocado, and that works out really well. Look at tofu scramble, some avocado. It's a great start to the day. And like I've said so many times now, adapt it to how you like it. Whatever vegetables you have on hand. It's great, like, if you can saute some garlic and onions beforehand. Add some bell pepper. You know how all those things just add great flavor. And you can use, like, you can use any type of oil you want. I use a sesame oil because I'm kind of addicted to it, but you know, use regular oil if you want, or don't use oil at all. You can add, sometimes I use vegetable broth instead of oil. You can use, some people like to add cumin or coriander for a different flavor profile. You can add hot sauce, of course. I'm not a hot sauce person. Yeah. Make it how you like it. Great start to the day.